Hey guys, thanks for joining me for today's video. If you're new to the channel, take a second to subscribe. This radiator, I believe, was from a 1990 Mustang that I used to own. In order to remove the steel from the top and the bottom of the radiator, I decided to use a hammer to break the weld. Once the steel was removed, I used a sawzall to cut off the sides. While removing the water channels from the center, along with the cooling fins, I realized the channels were made out of brass and the cooling fins were made out of copper. Because of that, I'm only going to melt today the center of the radiator, and I will leave the outer sides, which are made out of brass, for later. Because I wasn't going to separate the copper from the brass because it's too much trouble, I decided to use my vise to just smush it together so it would fit inside the crucible much easier. I didn't weigh the metal beforehand, so I had no idea how heavy it was going to be. I will say though, I really like the color with the mixture of the brass and the copper. I think it looks great. I polished the sides and I polished the top the best I could. If you like these types of videos, consider subscribing and turn on your notifications so you never miss a video. Stay tuned for part 2, when I melt the brass from the outside of the radiator.